everybody. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ask Nanny Q YouTube channel. So it's been crazy. That's literally all I can say. So I received an email the other day, and this young lady said that she moved in with her son's parents to um help herself get back on her feet because her house burned down. And she's been staying there since 2020. Now, here's the thing. The son's father is married, and she was saying that the wife is jealous of her because her and her son's father have a very good co-parenting system, and she just feels that the wife is jealous. Well, she sent the email. She actually sent me 3 emails. The first one and the second one said that she had just saw the response to the other email. Well, she just emailed me and said that she saw the response to my last video that I posted on TikTok. And this is what she had to say. Whew. Hey, Nanny Q. Let me give you the full detail of the whole story, because giving you bits and pieces is making me look like the bad guy, and I am nowhere near the bad guy in this situation. When me and my son's father broke up, let's say his name is James. When me and James broke up, I was heartbroken because we had been together since high school. We were high school sweethearts. We broke up because I did something stupid. I cheated with his friend because I found out that he kissed another girl. So I took it a step farther and I let his friend finger me. We didn't actually have sex. I just let him finger me and we made out. I couldn't go through with it because my feelings were very hurt. James found out about it. And when James found out about it, he broke up with me. This was our junior year in college. I was distraught. We got back together after we graduated college, and I ended up getting pregnant. We stayed together for a few years, but we found out that we did better as co-parenting than being in a relationship. So we stayed together so we decided to start co-parenting. Everything was going amazing. Every blue moon, he would come over. We would end up doing it. We were end up doing it in hopes of us having a second child. For some reason, it never happened. I even stopped taking my birth control to make sure that we had a second child, because I lied and told him that I was on birth control so he had nothing to worry about. This is the man of my dreams. I've always been in love with him, and I haven't found anybody or been with anybody who has been able to satisfy me sexually, emotionally, and physically. He is my complete soulmate. When my house burnt down, and to save me, to make sure that the police can't use this against me, I had nothing to do with the fire. And she has fire in quotation marks. I had nothing to do with the fire. When everything happened, James came in the middle of the night, and for some odd reason, he brought that ugly bitch with him, aka his wife. I'm not for sure why every time I ask him to do something for his son, he has to bring her around. No matter how much I tell him that this is between me and him, he always says, I need to respect his marriage and understand that anything that has to do with his son has to do with his wife too. He would never disrespect his wife and make her feel less than because of me. Because our relationship is over and there's no more feelings attached. He doesn't want his wife to ever feel like there's something going on. I knew when he started dating her, because we stopped having sex probably 6 months after they started dating. He told me he was interested in some lady and he wouldn't give me her information. When I found out who she was, I followed her on Facebook from a fake page. I followed her on IG from a fake page just to see who she is, because my son was going to be around her. She's a Miss Goody Two Shoes who has a big family, and it looks like she comes from money. I'm not close with my family, and I guess that's something that always bothered him, because we could never go around my side of the family. I see that they do vacations with her family. They have outings with her family. He's even close with her brother-in-laws. and I see all the men taking trips together. I'm so envy of him and his relationship, but at the same time, and she says envy. But at the same time, I know he's not happy. At night, he texts me around 8 o'clock, no later than 8:30. How was our baby's day? How is our baby doing? It's always about him. Even when he FaceTimes our son, because he brought our son a cell phone so he can FaceTime him whenever he feels like it. I always try to make sure to walk around in the background with just a bra on or something real skimpy so he can see what he's missing out on. He never says anything or acknowledge my presence. Now when he FaceTimes our son, he always has his wife around. The last time I walked past the camera, she was like, "Hey girl, I see you've been working out, looking good." And I went and put on clothes because why is she trying to be my friend and compliment me? She's the enemy. She's the villain. She destroyed my family. She's the reason why my son doesn't have his father in the house with us. She's the reason why my son is being raised by a single black woman. She's the reason why my life is upside down. She decided to come in when me and him were doing so good. I'm not for sure what to do about her, no matter what I say to him, or even when I tried to catch her up and inbox her from a fake page of a man, she added her she added James to the inbox and said, "Hey, this guy asked if it's okay if I have friends outside of you." I deleted and blocked both of them from my fake page. Now, anytime I try to text him outside of the group chats that we have together, he always deletes it. He always screenshots it and put it in the group text that me, him, and her share and say, "Hey, please respect my wife and always text us within this group chat. I don't want anything to be taken out of content or for any text message to be seen as anything different." But I screenshot and said, "But it's okay for you to text me and say, how is the baby doing?" He said that only happened once, where once was too many times. So she was lying. She said he always texts me asking how our baby doing. He said it only happened once. Girl, get some therapy. Now that our son is a little older, wait a minute, let me go back. I jumped. He said it only happened once. Yeah, once was too many times. Okay. Now that our son is a little older and he's asking more questions, I am very upset that the stepwife, the villain, is making it seem that she didn't start dating him until after we had broken up. I told my son she was a liar and she's not to be trusted. She's the villain and she's the reason why we're not a happy family. His dad keeps telling him that's not true, but a son is always going to go by what his mom says. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. That's not cute. You gotta stop. Seriously, you gotta stop. My son says he hates going over there because she's too nice. She makes him take these fake family pictures like they did Christmas. Oh, that's a cute Christmas picture. Oh, she got Christmas pictures on here. So the dad and the stepmom and the child have taken Christmas. Oh, they did Christmas pictures. They did an Easter picture with him when he was little. Oh, I asked James if they were going to have any kids of their own. He stated that his wife doesn't want any kids and they are happy with just having one child. They have 2 dogs in the house The wife travels for work, so she's never home, leaving James by himself. My man doesn't need to be home alone. He needs a woman there with him. Anytime I know that he's at the house by himself, I always ask if I can drop little James off, and he always tells me, no, I'll come and pick him up. That way I can spend time with my parents. The last time he came over to spend time with his parents by himself, because his wife was traveling, I came downstairs in oversized PJs, no bra, no panties, just in case he wanted to get some action in. And I laid my head on his shoulder, and my son came and sat next to us. We were one big happy family for exactly 2 minutes. He noticed that my head was on his shoulder, and he said, "What are you doing? Move to another couch." If, let's say, Stephanie was here, you would never try to prove that. Respect her even though she's not around. And I moved to the other side of the couch. My parents don't understand why I'm still here, but like I told them, his mom and dad love me. There's no reason for me to leave when his parents are okay with this. I'm not for sure if they like him, if they like the wife or not, but that's not my problem. This is my family, and I'm going to stay here as long as I want. I know they're going to get a divorce soon because he just doesn't look happy. Every time he comes over to get little James, he always looks like he's pissed off or he's irritated about something. And I know it's not me. I noticed that the last 2 times he came over, him and his parents were having private conversations in the bedroom. And when I tried to go up to listen, my son said, "Mom, why are you listening in on their conversation? Get from in front of the door." And I guess James heard them. So now when he wants to talk to his parents, he takes them out to eat. I'm not for sure what's going on or if it's time for me to move or not. But until they tell me it's time to move, I'm not leaving. This is my family. She invaded my privacy with them. I worked too hard to be here, and I am staying here. I wish I would have had that second child because I know he wants a daughter. He's never expressed that to me, but I know if I could get one more time in, that I could definitely get pregnant. I've been making sure to stay up on my vitamins just in case he caves in. I know we haven't had sexual intercourse in about 8 years, but just in case he wants to, I make sure to keep it nice and neat. I do go on dates periodically, but nothing too serious. I always tell the men that I am waiting for my soulmate to get his stuff together. Hopefully it doesn't take long. I planted a pair of my underwear in his car. Hopefully his wife finds them. I'm going to make sure that she leaves him with every bone in my body. That is my man, and I want my son to have a one family household, and I'm going to do anything I can to make sure that happens. Girl, if you don't get your stuff together, it's over. The relationship is over. It's over. And it's a cute little family. Like, oh my God, y'all, the little pictures for Christmas and Easter and stuff, they look so cute together. I really want you to get therapy. And here's the reason why I want you to get therapy. Because he's really not giving you the attention that you think he is. He's letting it be known that he is in love with his wife, but because you guys have a strong soul tie, because you have a child, you're thinking it's something else, and it's not. So I want you to get some therapy to heal from that and release that soul tie. It's not healthy for your son to see you be in this stage. And also, don't badmouth the wife because you don't like her, or tell the child, oh, it's because of her. It's not. It's because you cheated and he couldn't get over it. It takes men a little while to get over, like 9-10 years to get over somebody cheating. I remember I had a client tell me he was still mad that a girl cheated on him when he was 13 and he was in his 30s. So in his eyes, he's over you. You did something and you hurted him. Even though y'all were young, I don't know if you've ever, truly sat down and apologized for it, but that's something he got to get over. But he found somebody that he loves, and it's time for you to do it too. Your child deserves to see both of his parents healthy and happy and in love. Just because you guys are not together doesn't mean that the child still can't see that. I need you to get yourself together, because you're ruining a marriage and a relationship with your child to make your flesh happy. That's all that is. And then you go as far as to put some underwear in the car. For what, baby? What is that going to prove? Nothing. What's going to end up happening is they're going to tell you, you got to leave the house. That's exactly what's going to happen. I ain't going to say nothing about the fire. I'm going to leave it at that. Get some help. That's it. Just get some help, sweetheart. Sending love, positive energy. Thank you guys for tuning in to Ask Nanny Q YouTube channel.